Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. We got a new guest reviewer. This is Deanna Fox.
Hi, everybody.
Well, if you live in Albany and you read Times Union, you know Deanna. You're all over the place. You're a recorder, have your own blog.
Yep.
Local foodie,
Definitely.
culinary,
If it's something I can eat or drink
Yeah.
or write about, I'm all about it.
you're a culinary consultant, I guess. Anyways, I think it's like my first beer review outside in like 2 years or so hope you feel special about that.
I do. I feel so honored.
This is a beer I should have reviewed a long time ago since this was bottled in before Christmas. This is Southern Tier's fairly new, Grand Arbor Belgian-style farmhouse ale. So it's a saison, and it's made with real maple syrup from our neighbors at Big Tree Maple, a farm literally across the road from us. Cheers to collaboration and big old trees. And what's the ABV on here? I think it's like 8%. I can't find it right now. I'm 99% sure it's 8% ABV. So, do you like saisons?
I do. I really like this style of beer. I think it's clean and refreshing.
Yours seems a little, you got the top of the glass, or the bottle, so yours is a little bit clearer than mine. Maybe I got some, I know it's bottle conditioned, so probably got some more sediment. It had a big head when we first poured it, but it's kind of,
Yeah.
like yours looks gold and mine looks orange.
Do you think there's a difference? Yeah, yours does look pretty
Maybe
orange.
it's just from that hole in the light. So, what do you got on aroma?
You can definitely smell the wheat in there. And a little bit of citrus, like a lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than an orange.
I think they use a Belgian yeast on this one. So I get that Belgian yeast after. Like it's hard to describe, but it's basically a combination of those things we were just saying. Like citrus, it's almost like flowers. It's like almost like a sugary smell or something.
Yeah, like a real sweet, almost like a honey, but not quite that
Yeah.
syrupy smelling. Yeah.
Yeah, it's brewed with maple syrup, but when brewers use maple syrup, it's like mostly just for the fermenting.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't usually tend to taste it.
Right.
But maybe we will. Want to dive in here?
Let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, well, you really get the effervescence off the head,
Yeah.
like right away. It coats your tongue pretty quickly.
Saison is known for being like really effervescent, like spastic type of beer because of the type of yeast they use.
Yeah.
First thing I noticed was actually quite sweet and
Yep.
pretty refreshing.
Well, like on most beers, the effervescence usually helps to kind of highlight a lot of the flavors, but there's
Yeah.
so much head and so effervescent that it almost kind of masks it because it washes through your palate so quickly. But you definitely get that sweetness.
I get like an orange sherbet taste
Yeah.
to it. It's like an orange sherbet. There's like kind of like a grassy flavor from hops.
That's what.
Like it's almost more like pith than like actual fruit, you know?
Yeah.
Has like a definite like dry like zestiness on here too. Like some kind of like, that's typical of saisons. Usually you get like a black pepper kind of thing going.
Yeah, you definitely can taste that bitterness, like that pith flavor that you were mentioning on the finish. You can taste the hops on the finish. But it is sweet on the front of the palate. For
Yeah.
Sure.
Up front, it's sort of juicy, but this is a saison that's definitely more in like the dry. And there's certain saisons, depending on how they make it, it's almost like white grape juice.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I really like. This one's kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, where it's just kind of like, it almost like sucks all the moisture out of your mouth.
It's got a pretty nice body to it too. It almost has like a chewiness. I don't know if it's like just the effervescence on it that makes it feel rich, but it's
Yeah, 8% ABV. It's a big beer.
yeah.
So it's gonna have a lot of body. Sure, there's like a ton of malt in here. See, the bottle doesn't really say much about it. Oh yeah, there's 8% right there, right?
Right on the center of the label.
Like, I can't find it. Where is it? Oh, it's looking me right in the face. It's funny, they actually make a point of saying what foods they would pair it with.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you didn't see that, what would you think?
But I pair with something that kind of has a sauce on it, because this is, like you were mentioning, it's so dry. As soon as you take a sip, you want to take another sip because it's so almost cloying a little bit. But
yeah, salads would have salad dressing. Seafood could be saucy.
Yeah, I could see this going. This would be like a really good summer beer, like a lobster roll.
Yeah.
Something with like a nice
something
mayonnaise dressing on it.
You know?
Yeah.
It's refreshing while it's in the mouth, like right across the tongue there. But then once it goes down,
swallow.
Yeah, then it just dries you out.
Yeah.
I would never guess that this is 8% if I was drinking it blind. I'd probably think it was closer to like 6. Like there's no alcohol taste, there's no warmth, no warming sensation. Right. Yeah, I mean, to me, drinkability on this is great considering what it is. I don't rate beer on how it theoretically would pair with food or cheese or whatever situation. Like I just like rate it as it is right now. To me, this is like it's somewhere between an 8 and a 9. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Well, it's very it's like user friendly, I would say. Like it seems like it's something that would appeal to a lot of different palates.
Yeah. And
there is almost like a little. I was just trying the aroma, and it has a little bit of like an herbal, just slightly. I think it says seafood on the bottle, and I think that's pretty true because I could see this going really well with like even like a clam bake.
Mahi.
Yeah. Like I said, for like a lobster roll with tarragon or something would play really nice with the grassy notes. But yeah, it's a. I really like this one. This is something that I would.
What would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
For me, this is probably like a solid 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something I would definitely have in heavy rotation. It's pretty good, but.
Like a B plus, or.
Yeah. We're at mastery level. We're at the 85 and above range. But it's just with the 8% alcohol, it's something you wouldn't want to drink too much of, but I definitely would keep a couple bottles on hand.
I could drink this whole bottle by myself, no problem. But it's nice to have somebody to split it with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna say 8. I'm gonna have to rate it on Rate Beer to turn for sure, but as of now, I'm saying 8 out of 10 for the Southern Tier Grand Arbor Belgian-style farmhouse ale, brewed with maple syrup. Did you get any maple syrup?
I didn't get any maple.
Yeah.
No.
I forget. Anytime a beer says that, like I never get.
Yeah.
It's because they just use it. It's for sugar for the yeast to eat. You know.
You get almost like a syrupy quality.
Yeah.
On the palate, and I think that's what makes you want it between the high alcohol and the dryness. And that syrupy, almost like I said before, that cloying kind of quality, you get, like you want to keep drinking it, but I don't get the actual flavor of maple at all. Yeah,
like maybe there's like a little bit of like a brown sugar or something like that, like in that general kind of like caramelized sugar type range, but as far as actual maple syrup per se, I don't really get it. I'm not going to hold it against the beer though.
Yeah.
So.
It's quite good.
Anyways, we're going kind of long here, so thanks to Deanna for coming over.
Thank you.
And stick around, because we'll be doing an interview with her, so check that out. And thanks for watching. Cheers.